Jay, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
How you doing, Ken?
Jay, I'm living the dream. What's up?
That's good. So I'm 24 years old. I'm a junior in college. I got about a year and a half before I graduate. I know what I want to do after graduation. I actually want to go work for the FBI. So I kind of got a two-part question. My first question being, what are some of the things I could be doing in the meantime to kind of make myself more competitive for that job market, considering the fact that becoming an FBI agent is relatively a competitive field to get into?
Yeah.
And my second question is, how can I go about building a network within the FBI community, considering the fact that their job is somewhat secretive?
Yeah. Okay, let's take on the first one. How can you prepare so that when you get out of school in a year and a half and you sign up, that you're making yourself as competitive as possible? So,
yes, sir.
If I were you, I would be finding out as much as you can on everything that's involved in getting through. So what's the test? What's the program? Is it 6 weeks? What all is involved? What are we gonna be tested on? Book knowledge. What kind of firearm skills am I gonna need? Is there a ideal physical fitness? I mean, I just don't know, but you do. And I would be looking at all of that. Just here's what I'm gonna have to beat other people in. So it's almost like signing up for the decathlon, which is a 10-sport event in the Olympics. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, okay? But there's 10 events in the decathlon. And in order to get the gold medal in the decathlon, over the course of 10 events, your total score, your aggregate score in each of the events, so you may win one event, you may come up third in the other event, but across the 10 events, you've got to outscore everybody. I would have the decathlete mindset. I need to win as many of these as I can. I need to be really, really good in as many of these things as possible. And the things that I'm not really, really good in, I got to bust my butt to be good so that I've got a higher. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir, it does. So one more question. So how would you say, so let's say I did my research and I know the things that they look for. What advice would you give, considering the fact that I'll be going up against, so I say the average age for an FBI agent is about 28 years old. Is usually when they get on with the firm or whatnot. Considering the fact that I'll be 25 when I graduate, so I'll be going up against people, a bunch of guys or gals or whatnot that's maybe in their second career. What advice would you give for me, knowing that I'll be going up against someone that may be 10 years older than I am?
I wouldn't even think about it. You are the candidate. Okay. This is about you. And so back to the advice I just gave you. You need to be training starting today. If there's a physical component, you need to be going bananas. If there's, the mental component, listening to podcasts about mindset and mental toughness. I don't know. I don't know what all the things are. But whatever the 10 sports are in your decathlon, which is getting into the FBI, and you're going to go through a program where you're going to be assessed and it's highly competitive, that's what you focus on. And I don't think they care if you're 25 or 28, if you're scoring very high and you're doing very well and you're a great candidate. And I think that the only thing I'd add there is that, somebody older than you may have some more humility than you. I don't know. I don't know what life's done to them and what life's done to you. But I think if you're humble and hungry and they see a young man who is there for the job to serve and to protect and is humble enough to be taught, is very coachable, and displays adaptability, coachability, and likability, and honorability, all of those things. I think those are the things that you do that they go, this kid is 25, but he's way beyond his years. And it's the character qualities that will make you just as same level as maybe somebody a little bit older. That would be the only thing I could think of. Okay. Now, you may do your homework and find out that they want people who have had maybe 2 to 3 years of law enforcement experience. I don't know if that's true, but look at all that and go, would it serve me best to go into law enforcement, local law enforcement for 2 to 3 years and then make the move? I don't know, but you can find that out. And so you have to pick, what do I think is the best path? But I will tell you this, I also love the fact that you want to go after it right out of school at 25. And if they turn you down, doesn't mean you're done. It's not no, it might be not yet. And then maybe go get some of that other law enforcement experience that kind of takes you over the hump. I don't know. But I would tell you this. The last piece of your question is the connection piece. I don't buy that you can't find somebody that's in the FBI, that you don't know somebody in the world that knows somebody who's an FBI agent who's willing to talk to a young guy who wants to do what they want to do, who wants to be them when they grow up. They're honored by that. And they may have to be sensitive on some parts of the conversation, but they can certainly give you wonderful advice. They can certainly, I think, make a phone call or two and let somebody know, hey, this is a sharp young recruit right here coming in. And that's what you do. And you work the proximity principle. I'm going to give you a copy of my #1 best-selling book on this issue, and it's about people and places. And for the next year and a half, you need to be looking for every opportunity possible to get around the right people and in the right places. I'm going to tell you who they are and how to do it. How does that sound?
That sounds good. I appreciate it, Ken.
Hang on the line. Madison's going to get you a copy of that book and do exactly what I tell you to do. But you can get there.